Now, my job, I work in customer service, so I have to keep on a friendly face for the customers, and it's really hard to do that some days without coffee. The coffee puts a smile right on.
I can imagine. Kind of like Garfield.
Yeah.
That cat is
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
He likes his food.
It's definitely. I'm kind of more in theater and that because I do a lot of acting. I mean, currently acting in one show. Working on a couple filmmaking related stuff. Writing, lots of writing besides just the Melodrama project. And I'm teaching a drama class for homeschoolers.
Oh, cool. So is this this acting thing? Is this your full-time career?
That wasn't my original plan, but I think I'm going to be doing amateur acting.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm going to go into amateur acting, and then what it's going to make me money is teaching drama.
Oh, there you go. That sounds fun. Now,
in my area, there used to be a really good youth drama program. There used to be a really good company that did youth drama plays, and well, they're now defunct, shall we say. There's a slight spiritual successor, and they sound like they're a pretty good company. There's another group that I'm currently working with, which is really fun because you get to work with professional actors.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but I feel like we could use another.
I have a friend who was a theater major. If you ever watched the Sudden Plant show, the guy I call Vincent Van Mike, he was a theater major.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I've always wanted to act more. I just never had the opportunity. And I distinctly remember this one time in my freshman year of high school when there was this big assembly, and they needed a couple people to volunteer to play parts for like a 2-minute thing. And I raised my hand and I was picked, and I was, for this like 10-second scene or whatever, I got to play the villain.
Oh yes.
Basically, what I did, I took I pretended to hold a gun and be like, "Arr, give me all of your money."
Villains are fun. I've actually done a villain once.
Mm-hmm.
In an actual performance show. Well, actually a few times. Generally I played villain sidekicks, not the villain themselves, but one year I got to play the villain. I did a version of Wind in the Willows, and I was the Chief Weasel.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, the memories.
Yes.
That show was double cast, and the girl who was my other castmate, now we did a rehearsal with both casts in the same room. Me doing the sort of villains, one of the sort of final villain song, because we did a chant, and then there was Poor Old Toad. Me, I sing Poor Old Toad. Toad, he had a beautiful house, so carefully bestowed. They gave him 20 years in jail, poor old Toad. And I literally conducted the Weasels, Ferrets, and Stoats actors in a version of Poor Old Toad, they gave him 20 years in jail, poor old Toad. It's been a while since I did that. The other girl just sort of recited it as a poem. Toad, he had a beautiful house, carefully bestowed. They gave him 20 years in jail, poor old Toad. That's what I'm remembering right now.
I like the singing better.
Yeah, I did too. I prefer the singing. Though admittedly, I've done writing of poetry a couple times. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really do too much poetry except for song lyrics.
True. Because song lyrics are poetry. I mean, I can say I've written sort of 2 songs. One never got lyrics, music went to it. The other did. Yes, it's a song called Powers of the Mind, and that's a fun song.
Cool.
Very, if I were to describe it in other songs sounds like terms, it is basically the, what's this show? Oh yes, it is basically, it's kind of like Music of the Night, or to actually paraphrase a version of the show it was written for. It is power. It is pure imagination.
Oh, cool.
It's like pure imagination.
It's a good song.
In fact, that was the direct inspiration. Pure imagination.
Very cool.
Yes, which I actually did sing for a singing recital once.
Oh, cool.
Yes, did that one where for some reason I decided it'd be cool if, a la Willy Wonka, I picked up something and twirled it like an umbrella. What do I pick up? A music stand.
Uh-oh. I think I know where this is going. Was it one of those metal ones with the frame?
It was metal, and it was a big frame one. Big frame one. Kind of like the ones you would see at a church. Not one of those ones you can buy at the stores that are all skinny and all wirely-like.
Oh, so it's one of the thicker ones.
A music stand like you'd find at school. And I just pick it up, and I twirl it over my shoulder. Luckily, it didn't drop it or anything. I'm actually pretty strong. I'm actually able to carry things.
I was thinking that the top came off and flew across the room.
No, I'm not. No, it didn't. That didn't happen.
And then it started a Ruth Goldberg-esque chain of events that ended up in, the entire place exploding or something like that.
No, that has never happened. No, What more likely would happen to get a crazy thing is lots of things. No, I've done very interesting things. There was when I sang "Be Prepared," lunged at the audience. Ooh, that was so delicious. And the fact that I literally vocally changed my voice to play Scar, Shenzi, and Bonsai.
Oh, so you played all of them.
I played the hyenas as well as Scar. Talk about fun.
Yeah, now that's one epic voice there. Jeremy Irons doing Scar.
Oh yes, Jeremy Irons. Admittedly, I love my Sean Connery imitation. I'm not doing it very good right now. I'm Sean bloody Connery. Wow. I mean, I had a friend once who did a Sean Connery imitation for SNL's tribute skit. They were doing parodies of actual SNL skits, and he was the guy. He was the one who had to imitate Sean Connery. And it was pretty funny. Then I remember that also because I made a guest appearance as a political analysis. Very little actual talk about politics. And for me,
pretty funny.
Improv. They were asking questions and I answered. And it was two performances. So the second time we performed, the sort of director, thinking too clearly, and thought he could control my reactions without telling me something. He said, "Ask a question that will get John on a rant." Get John on a rant. Because I'm known for ranting. Any case, he didn't quite do that well. So, the question asked was, who is your favorite James Bond actor? Bad choice if you want me on a rant, because I have a very simple answer to this. Especially at that time. Sean Connery. Fortunately, the girl did an improv, and I was only told after the fact that he wanted me to go on one of my crazy rants. And I'm like, you could have told me that. I would have happily gone on a rant if you had asked me to. Because earlier he had asked me not to go on a rant. He was depending on my unpredictability, and he was depending on my predictability that I do things like that, but he wasn't depending on the fact that I remembered I followed his instructions relatively well. You tell me to do something, I'll do it.
So he was depending on your undependability, or depending on your unpredictability. That's pretty funny.
Unpredictability is the term you want to look for, because actually, if anything, it was depending on the fact that I am known for going on to rants on certain topics.
Rants are always fun.
He forgot that he had put me on control earlier, so I wouldn't go on random topics. So it was kind of like, you set yourself up for this one, Greg. there's some really funny stuff. I recently, just last winter, did a show where there was a kind of 12th Night twist, and I was the Sebastian character.
Uh-huh.
The Olivia character was the mother of the Orsino equivalent.
Oh, okay.
And no, she wasn't in love with her son. No, her son wasn't in love with her. Thank God. Actually, her son kind of thought her a bit of a loon. The character's son thought she was a bit of a loon.
Mm-hmm.
And the actress who played her, the character herself, sweet woman. I'm currently being directed by her in the show. But let's just put it this way. I had a very difficult time giving a genuine, you're a nice person smile to her when she is creeping me out.
Mm-hmm.
You know those images of the okay, you know the abhorrent admirer thing?
Uh-huh.
Think of that.
Oh.
That is what I was in. That was kind of the situation with this really nice woman, really great woman to work with. Just
yeah.
she played the part really well, creeping me out. I mean, there was one section where, and this is the first time she sees me, because earlier, the person who she thinks I am was actually my character's identical twin sister.
Oh. The identical twin thing.
Yes, the identical twin thing. Hey, it was a 12th night, so I had to have the identical twin, the Viola, who was our heroine, basically. So she comes up to me, and she goes, and if you need anything at all, pulls a little handbell that you ring like that, out of her décolletage, the cleavage. Just
yes.
Puts it in my hand. I clasp around it, looking like, hide me. And then, of course, the next person who appears is the villain of the story, and he is like, and he and I basically had a staring contest. Who could out intimidate each other? Because we were about the same height. He's a little shorter than I am and a bit more stockier. And I'm lanky. And it was like, I'm gonna stare you. So he and I would have this little eye contact thing where he's trying to scare me, and I'm like looking at him like, who do you think you are? You are a rat. I am a prince. Be quiet. It was very funny.
That is very funny.
I still sing some shows sometimes. What's even more funny is, the first time I was seen, I wasn't as my official character. I was as extra courtier. Only appear in one scene. But that was the scene I got to wear green.
Oh,
My
okay.
other scene, I was wearing the rest of the show, I wore blue and gold.
Oh.
With the gold trim, because it's what my twin sister was wearing.
Uh-huh.
Well, technically, it's because I was wearing it, and that's what my character wore. Oh, well, I'm getting too technical there.
That's alright.
Yeah. There were some fun times there.
Well, we're getting on 45 minutes here, so I think we should bring this session to a close.
Yes, we should.
Yes, well, anyway, I hope that everyone's enjoyed this Let's Talk, and GreenActor here will be working on this melodrama. Hopefully,
Exactly.
like we said.
Exactly. Any suggestions, feel free to put in the comment section.
Yes, it's still very much a work in progress, and it's quite a big endeavor, as you can tell. So,
I'm the GreenActor.
alright, and I'm Bonecanoe86.
Signing out.
So long.